In 2012, she received a $250,000 gift to develop the Jane Wallerstein Children in Nature project, a project very near and dear to my heart. She has developed numerous environmental programs for teachers, K-12 schools, and non-formal settings. Formerly the Director of Education with City Parks Foundation, she worked with one of the city's largest urban forest restoration projects in New York City, affording her opportunities to educate people of all ages about New York City's natural areas. She serves on numerous boards and is the former chair of the Environmental Education Advisory Council of New York City. She has received many awards for her work, including 2 Environmental Quality Awards from the EPA for her leadership in environmental education. This past year, she was recognized by the National Audubon Society as Women Greening in the City. And at present, she co-chairs the New York State Environmental Literacy Committee, a statewide coalition of organizations engaged in developing an environmental literacy plan for the state of New York. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Mary Leou.
Wow, that was a very long bio. I think I should retire. Good evening, everyone. I'm extremely honored to be here this evening to celebrate the work of this amazing organization that has provided experiential programs for inner city youth since 1887. 127 years of serving youth is an extraordinary achievement. Trailblazers has used experiential education for generations to foster young people's connection to the natural world. I was asked this evening to speak a little bit about experiential education and urban environmental education, which is the framework of a lot of the work that I do. Experiential learning is a powerful pedagogical tool that helps youth engage with the outdoors, where they develop not only skills and values, but a sense of place and their role in the world as they grow into responsible citizens. This is particularly important in urban environmental education, where there are many opportunities to engage learners in hands-on learning in both the natural and the built environment. By using the local environment as a context for learning, we cultivate a deeper sense of place, and we make learning much more authentic. Knowing where one lives is critical, and yet too many of our young people fail to connect to the places where they live, go to school, and grow up. They fail to see the relevance of what they learn in school and how to apply that knowledge to their environment. Clearly, linkages between school and community need to be strengthened. In order to do that, we need linkages, we need to build bridges between young people and their communities by using experience and place-based education as a way to educate and motivate youth. Place-based learning embraces social, cultural, historical, and natural dimensions of place. Place can provide both opportunities and limitations for growth and development. And much of what happens in places is directly dependent on decisions that people make. Place-based education helps young people understand the interconnectedness of systems and how they impact each other. And it helps empower them with the knowledge and skills be active participants in shaping their communities. When most of us think about the environment and our own experiences with nature, we recollect activities like fishing, hiking, gardening, camping, and time spent with family and friends in the woods or along rivers and streams, or long summer vacations at the beach. However, for most of the city's urban youth, opportunities to roam and explore natural settings has greatly diminished. And as Richard Leou notes in much of his work, nature has become an abstraction. So much so that children spend more time indoors working with computers and gadgets, electronic gadgets, than we spend outdoors. While we all agree that getting children out into the great outdoors is a good thing, we often think of nature as somewhere far away from cities. And yet nature is all around us. Camp experiences can be transformative. but more often than not, they remain as isolated experiences in children's lives instead of becoming a springboard for further explorations when they return home from camp. Many times, programs fall short in creating these linkages where we build on prior experiences, connecting one place to another. We overlook resources that exist right in our own backyard to give youth the opportunities to be active environmental stewards of the environment. We can do this by integrating field experiences, service learning, and citizen science into the outdoor experience we provide for young people. When we teach them how to plant and care for street trees, create rooftop gardens, conserve energy, or monitor water quality along the river's banks, we provide some very powerful lifelong skills which they can continue to be active learners while helping to create more sustainable and vibrant communities. As an environmental educator, I have spent 25 years connecting people of all ages to nature in the city. I continue to be amazed at how little New Yorkers know about their environment. In New York City, we have over 5,000 acres of woodlands in our city's 28,000 acres of parkland, and over 9,000 acres of wetlands that make up Jamaica Bay, that span from Queens to the Jersey Shore. Few people realize we live in an estuary which has contributed to the development of our metropolitan region. Now, more than ever, we need to find ways to teach young people about these amazing urban habitats populated by hundreds of species of wildlife native to our region, because their survival is directly connected to our own well-being. In cities, there is always a tension between the needs of people and the need to protect our natural resources, especially as the number of people living in urban areas continues to grow and our resources continue to shrink. This is what distinguishes urban environmental education from traditional education. The city itself creates the curriculum. We must expose our students to the complexities of urban ecosystems and the challenges we face in confronting the impacts of climate change by creating more resilient cities. Being the visionary organization that it is, Trailblazers has created a new initiative under the direction of Jennifer Leou called Under One Sky, which will provide youth with local explorations within the urban environment. I have no doubt it too will have a long and fruitful tradition in serving urban youth. Empowering youth is the most pressing challenge in the decades to come. If we work towards preparing our youth to not only connect and relate to nature, but also work towards preserving it while helping to build vibrant, sustainable communities, then we have fulfilled one of our most important obligations to the next generation of citizens. Thank you.